A screen protector, which does actually say for Note 9 on the front of it, but does look a little on the tall, slender side. We've also got a silicone case, which strangely is wider and shorter, so this makes no sense. One of these is wrong, we will find out very soon. You've probably noticed that, barring the obvious quality differences, this box is almost one-to-one with the S9 Plus package. On the back, these specifications have been ripped straight from the Galaxy Note 8. When the Note 9 releases, we're expecting a 6.38-inch display versus 6.32 on the Note 8. The first thing you see on top is the smartphone, followed by an insert and an upside-down instruction manual, which actually has the code name of last year's Galaxy Note 8. A really solid effort with the charger though. This looks pretty much 100% convincing. The earphones aren't the AKG earphones that you'll usually get in the box, but this is still a pretty solid looking noise isolating pair. The SIM ejector tool is not one that Samsung would traditionally use, and the cable is just a standard USB Type-C. Okay, moving on. So, this is the final Galaxy Note 9 clone before the official release, so it'll be interesting to see how close it has got. And actually, before we even get onto the screen or anything on the front, you can probably tell there is a new fingerprint scanner arrangement. With the Note 8, it was placed alongside the dual cameras in a horizontal array, and this made it a real stretch, at 13 centimeters above the bottom of the phone. This time round, with the Note 9, it looks like we'll be seeing a fingerprint scanner below the dual cameras, pulling it that little bit closer to your fingers. It now sits at 11.5 centimeters above the bottom of the phone, which for me is still a little bit too far for my hands, which are already above average sized. Nonetheless, a definite improvement. Turns out the case actually fits exactly, which means that the taller, slimmer screen protector that we also got with the phone is not going to. There's also some pretty solid attention to detail on this clone phone, compared to the back of the Note 8, where the model number SMN950 has been written. On the new one, we've got SMN9600, which is exactly what the Note 9 should be. The clone will have a headphone jack, just like the real one will, but the difference here is that with the actual Note 9, you can replace this little speaker we've got in the corner with the same dual Dolby Atmos setup we've seen on the S9. Something I do like here, which I hope makes it to the final Note 9, is the metallic chrome rim compared to the slightly more matte sides of the Note 8. Taking off the screen protector for the first time, you'll be able to see that they've added the exact same sensor arrangement as the Note 8, 4 on the left and 2 on the right. But of course, with this clone phone, haven't achieved the near bezel-less infinity display that the Note 9 will have. To be honest though, turning on the phone reveals an even more impressive effort than we've seen just by looking at the body. Everything from the boot screen to the always-on display is as you'd expect it to be, but in this case it's obviously draining battery like crazy due to this being an LCD display. We've got all these standard S9 wallpapers, then some other ones that are also Samsung inspired, plus some completely new ones that I've never seen before, all with motion effects. It really is kind of impressive. And even a lot of Samsung's first-party apps have been recreated, things like the calculator, dialer, and file manager. And considering this is all being powered by 3GB of RAM and a pretty low-end MediaTek chip, performance is actually pretty good. But here's the cincher, they have also integrated, you guessed it, Bixby. So they haven't just added a Bixby button here, you can click that button and pull up a recreation of all the different menus you could find on a real Samsung phone. And pretty much everything just works as you'd expect it to. The settings look familiar, and the Bluetooth, flashlight, and camera all do function. Unfortunately, that's about as much good stuff as you can say about the camera, because you have that primary lens, the secondary lens is literally just a piece of plastic. Photos are as crummy as you'd expect, but that's not really the purpose of this prototype model phone thingy. Alright, that pretty much rounds off this Galaxy Note 9 clone phone. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if